Happy Sabbath and welcome to Planting the Seeds 101 with Papa V, where we are saved by grace through faith. Therefore, we keep the commandments of God. Wanted to show you our new little baby lamb right there. Cute little thing, nursing on mama. And today here in Texas, it is actually warmer than it looks. Cloudy, but tomorrow we get into the mid-20s and for the rest of the week. All right, there they go. All right, farm life, gotta love it. Okay, yesterday we left off on the Sabbath basically, and the Pope changing the worship day to Sunday from Sabbath day, and how it had no relation to relation in the Bible. Had to make it a short video, as I like to keep them short. This one's going to be a little bit longer, so please stick with me. I'm going to read two places in the Bible, Genesis and Exodus, but then we're going to get into today's reading, which talks about 666, the mark of the beast. So stick around. Today I'm going to read to you Genesis 2, 1 through 3. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And God blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made. He blessed and sanctified the seventh day Sabbath, not any other day of the week. We should worship every day. We should spend every day with Jesus. But God set one day apart to be special, and that is the seventh day Sabbath. All right, Exodus 31, 12 through 18. I'm going to read that. And this is a real insight. It's a focused view on what God talked to Moses when he was on Mount Sinai in relation to the Sabbath. Okay, so here we go. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak thou also unto the children of Israel. We are the children of Israel, not just the Jews that were down there. If you believe in Jesus, you are Israel. Saying, Verily my Sabbaths ye shall keep, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, that ye may know that I am the Lord that doth sanctify you. So the Sabbath is a sign. Let that sink in. Okay? Satan has a sign or a mark. God has a sign. The sign is Sabbath. Verse 14, Ye shall keep the Sabbaths therefore, for it is holy unto you. Everyone that defileth it shall surely be put to death. For whosoever doeth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from among his people. 6 days may work be done, but in the seventh is the Sabbath of rest, holy to the Lord. Whosoever doeth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath day, to observe the Sabbath day throughout their generations for a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. And he gave unto Moses, when he had made an end of communing with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tablets of testimony, tables of stone written with the finger of God. Can you imagine being Moses up there on the mount with God, and God's writing these 10 commandments with his finger in stone, and this is what God says to him about the Sabbath? Pretty amazing, huh? All right, I just had to bring that to you. That's just a few verses about the Sabbath in the Bible. All right, today we are on day, 200, I believe. I got my markings wrong. All right, day 200, titled 666, and we are reading Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. The Roman Emperor Nero, Napoleon, Hitler, and even various American presidents have been linked to the infamous number 666. One of the more interesting guesses is Ronald Reagan, whose names each has 6 letters. Ronald Wilson Reagan, if you want to look it up. whose names each has 6 letters. Sorry, I'm trying to speed up. I'm going to slow down. But in order to find out the real meaning of this verse, and hence the number of the beast, we must study it in context. The number of the beast is simply one more in the Bible's long list of the first beast identifiers. Do all these other names throughout history, emperors, dictators, heads of state, have a mark or a deadly wound that healed? Are they religious powers that demand worship? Did they persecute God's people for 1260 years? If not, then they can all be eliminated. This number is associated with the first beast alone, and that is none other than the Roman Catholic Church. The beast number is also the number of a man. In Daniel's description of the same power, the little horn is also portrayed by human features. And there in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, Daniel 7 verse 8. At the head of the papacy is a man, the Pope. Yesterday's verse discloses that the beast's number is also the number of his name, Revelation 13:17. Interestingly enough, the Roman language represents both letters and numbers in that some of the Roman alphabet make up the Roman numerals. Let's look at one of the Pope's titles, Vicarius Filii Dei, which means vicar or substitute of the Son of God. When you calculate or add up the Roman numerals of that title, you get 666. What was made on the 6th day? God created man, Genesis 1:26-31. When Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold in Daniel 3 verse 1, in defiance of God and enforced worship of it, what was the size of the image? Its height was 6 cubits and its width 6 cubits. The number 6 represents man. Babylonian's image represents idolatry. The papacy's number 666 represents the ultimate idolization of man over God. The Pope's title, Vicarius Filii Dei, says it all. It propagates the belief that a man, the Pope, takes the place of God on earth. The prayer, my King and Lord, keep me from ever elevating any man, whether president, pope, or even myself, to your throne. Amen. For further study, you can read Job 25, verse 6, Colossians 2, verse 8, and 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 4. Thank you for holding in here with me today. Have a blessed Sabbath day. Please like and share, and we'll see you next time. Blessings.